Hi guys, it's your girl, Allie, and welcome to a new video. Today we're doing a story time video. Thank you to everyone who went to my Instagram and voted on my poll. I was trying to figure out what story time to do, and thanks to you guys, I was able to figure it out. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That way you can go and vote in future polls and just follow my life around on a day-to-day basis when I post stuff on Instagram. But today, we're doing a story time of how I met Christian, who is my husband. So the story goes back to 2018. It's about 1 year after I graduated high school. I got out of a relationship. I broke off said relationship because I didn't see a future with this guy. So I broke it off because I wanted to find somebody that I would spend the rest of my life with. Some things happened after the breakup that made me realize I need to focus on myself and focus on finding friends instead of trying to find love. So I decided to join Bumble. Now, Bumble has two different sides. You have one side that's for dating, and you have the other side that's for friends. So I joined Bumble to make friends. I went to the friendship side to make friends. Back in 2018 on Bumble, if you use the friend side, you could only make friends with people that were your same gender. So I would go on the friends side and try to make friends with other females that were my age and in my area. You know, just chatting, trying to make friends. And I know in the back of my mind, I was just like, okay, I still want to try and find a guy, but just be friends with them. My logic is, or was, and still is, all of the guys I had dated up to that point, I had known for a few days to a few weeks, and then just kind of jumped into the relationship. We didn't have a solid friendship. We just jumped in. And I had noticed with friends, youth group, church friends, that they would become friends first. I noticed a pattern. They would become friends first for a few months to a few years, and then they would feel comfortable or they would mutually agree to start dating, which I had never experienced that before. So I decided to switch to Bumble dating with the intention of finding male friends in order to start that friendship that could potentially lead to a future relationship. So I switched over to Bumble dating. Any guys that I talked to, I would be upfront with them and I would say, hey, I am only looking for a friendship, and if that friendship blossoms into a relationship, cool. But right now I'm only looking for friends. So I would say about half of the guys I told that, they ghosted me. 25% of them, they would still try to, I don't want to say get me into a relationship, but try to get me turned on. Send me pictures that were unsolicited. I didn't ask for pictures. Or just try to just get me horny in general, which I did not like that because that told me that they did not respect me enough or respect my decision. And the other 25% did respect what I wanted. They were like, okay, cool, you know, we'll be friends, we'll chat. So that 25% slowly turned to 20% to 15% to, and eventually down to like 5%, right? So really the last guy that kept in contact with me, not asking for pictures or soliciting pictures, unwanted pictures, was Christian. So he and I talked a lot. The way we primarily communicated was through the Bumble app from my memory. I don't remember when we exchanged our Snapchat information. I distinctly remember in October of 2018, I worked at Rocaberry Farm, which is outside of Lincoln. I distinctly remember sending him pictures on Snapchat of myself in the purple shirt that says Rocaberry Farm, and pictures of, you know, the farm itself, like pumpkin patches or the hay bales or the outside of one of the haunted houses, and saying like, hey, you need to come down here sometime while I'm working and we could hang out after I'm off at the farm, because I had benefits of working at Rocaberry Farm at the time. And that's one thing I remember in October. Then I don't remember at what point we switched from Snapchat to text messages, but at some point we did. And I remember some nights we would video call each other, and he was just so tired from work that he'd fall asleep on the video chat. And I just found it really adorable, and I didn't want to hang up because we were on a video call, but at the same time I'm like, he needs to go to sleep. The baby needs to go to sleep. So again, we like communicated, you know, through text message. At that point, I had deleted Bumble because I thought, you know, Christian was the one. I honestly thought, I thought that soon on. I don't know if he felt the same way, but I felt that way. So I deleted Bumble. So the primary way that we communicated was through Snapchat and text messages. So at some point between the end of October to middle of November, I would say, we decided that we were gonna meet for the first time. We decided we were going to meet in Gretna. So at the time, I was living in Lincoln and he was living in Council Bluffs. So Gretna was like the middle point. So we decided to meet in Gretna in order to meet each other and to kind of have our first date. And when I told my parents that I was gonna go out, you know, it was at nighttime, and I had to drive about 20 to 25 minutes out of town. So I told my parents that I was gonna go meet a guy that I met on a dating site. And they were hesitant about it, my mom especially. So she came up with the idea of my mom and my dad, who is my stepdad, but I call him my dad, driving me out there, and then they can have dinner at a different table away from us. It was so embarrassing. I know they had the best intentions, but it was so embarrassing. And mind you, this is in the middle of like a snowstorm. Like, it was snowing while we were heading there, and when we were going back to Lincoln. But I remember, you know, I saw Christian in his flannel, and I think he was wearing like either a black shirt or a green shirt. I don't remember which. But I remember he was wearing a flannel, and he was wearing a hat, like a baseball hat. I don't know where any of his hats are, but he had like a baseball hat on. And he had like trimmed his beard a little bit, which was really precious. Then I remember sitting there, because I was sitting here and he was sitting in front of me, across from me, and we were by the window so we could see the snow falling on the ground. And we just started talking. Like, it was really sweet and really fun. I remember I was playing with my hair a lot. Like, I don't remember a time since then that I've played with my hair that much. And we just talked. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first saw him, I was kind of intimidated because Christian is like 5'8". He has broad shoulders, he has dark hair, he's wearing flannel, and he was just intimidating. I mean, at first he looked intimidating, but even though I had talked to him, I still had never seen him in person before. So after we sat down and everything got comfortable, it was really fun, and it was really nice in getting to know him by actually sitting there with him instead of through a screen. That's how I met Christian. That's how I met my husband. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any recommendations, go ahead and leave them down in the comments below, and I'll go ahead and scroll through the comments and see what I wanna do. In the meantime, I love you guys. Stay safe and take care. Bye.